So, Mike, when we were talking about this session, we talked a lot about performance, and we talked about your performance in the hockey rink, in the hockey arena, and how those buildings and those environments that you played in had a real effect on that performance. So, talk to me a little bit about that, and then we'll talk a little more about the building itself.
Yeah, it's kind of fascinating to me. There's a lot of these anecdotes, and at the risk of sounding quite boring, these are just experiences that I had that they do apply and relate to what we're going through here. You think about the knowledge that's just in this room, or you walk that floor. I walked it yesterday. It was phenomenal just to see some of the products that I've been telling customers that they should be looking at. And a lot of the average person doesn't realize that. If My Pillow guy or new mattresses and all that kind of stuff are out there and saying, hey, you spend a third of your life sleeping, maybe get a good bed. Think of the amount of time that we spend in a building, in our home, at work. And in my athletic career, I've watched great organizations. The NHL, I think, is a $2 billion industry. They're spending a lot of money on the latest free agent, the best equipment, sports psychologists, nutritionists, the best training. It's a competitive environment. And the thing that doesn't really get thought about as much, and you're starting to see a change there, is where we live and work. We worked out in a small place in Rye, New York, north of Manhattan. And it was a city-owned facility. And, musty, moldy locker rooms, leaks in the ceiling. If it was cold outside, it's cold inside. If it was warm outside, the ice was terrible. You have probably a $70 million investment in the athletes on the ice. You'd think the facility is something that you might want to attend to if you care about how many raisins your defenseman's eating. It matters. These are the places we work and live in. And I remember one time we were in LA, and the Zamboni was putting out so much exhaust and particulate matter, the building was shut down. It was an unsafe work environment. And it just was smelly and everything else, and you put up with this. But that's the work environment that people put up with all the time. And you wouldn't do that in most aspects of your business. But when it comes to the built environment, people don't always make that connection. And the connection, I think, with athletes is very, very clear. Your health is the foundation of your performance. And I guess that sounds pretty obvious, but we don't always make the connection. I love the U.S. Greenbuild. They're saying, healthy people and healthy places is a healthy environment, a healthy economy. But that translates to everything we do. Just give yourself the best chance of reaching your potential, and you can't do that with a half-baked approach to where you're spending your life, the majority of your time.